Right now, practice concluded. Malik Ray, top of the board. The end practice qualifying coming up next. And I believe typical standard. If I ain't mistaken, 10 minutes, one lap. Of course, Ken McCullough trying to go for 2 in a row tonight. Just won at Talladega only literally a few short minutes ago. He'll try to go 2 in a row. John Ward already out onto the racetrack. Of course, John Ward's already won one race tonight out of the 3 that's been ran. First one untelevised, not enough people to join. Ward was in great contention to win the Gen 6 race a few short minutes ago. Unfortunately, involved in a caution on the last lap. We'll try to rectify that tonight and try to make it 2 for 3. Of course, 2 drivers have a chance to make it 2 for 3 tonight, Ward and Ken McCullough. Ward right now at 25.6 down the back straightaway. Ward is going to set the standards for tonight. We're going to see how it plays out, how it all works out. The time to beat. And survey says 51.225. Well, Ambrose Knievel. Or no, not Ambrose Knievel. Matthew Lee out on track now to start his attempt at it with just over 7.5 minutes remaining. Another driver coming up. Trevor Asrenoth. Well, Matthew Lee's lap starts now. There's the 04 Monster Energy Chevy Silverado. Right now, Lee's on track for a faster lap than Ward at the moment. Going to need a great 3 and 4 though to really try to keep the momentum up. 6.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. Only 2 drivers to really post a lap. Here comes the second one now. Matthew Lee at the line isn't enough to knock Ward off the front row. 2:22 it is. 2:22 to Ward's 2:25. Matthew Lee will hold the pole. 6 minutes remain. Right now, some drivers rolling back out to a 10th. Sean Corbett. Well, Corbett, Larry McDonald, now the 0-1 of Logan York. With just over 5 minutes remaining, these three drivers will try to knock off Matthew Lee and John Ward from the front row. 12 of Cody Neagles just rolling out as well. And of course, if you're Cody, you finished second in both races tonight. Either you'll run second tonight or hope that you'll have a chance to win it. All right, there will probably be a black flag for the 12 if it's not. Yep. It's coming to a halt. Black flag, unsafe pit entry. Meanwhile, or pit exit, Sean Corbett. And Corbett be the first one to really give us a range of where he compares to Matthew Lee. And right now he compares faster to the 04. Now Larry McDonald faster. And of course you'll hear me talking about a lot. Other drivers just now rolling out onto the racetrack. But Corbett's lap isn't enough for the pole position. Survey says at the line 226. It is not. P3. Larry McDonald's, however, might be just good enough. A 207 it is. Well, Logan York at the line did not have the pole position speed through the first half, but he does now. Logan York with a 196 to the pole. Logan York will take over the pole position. We wait to see the next driver to really post the time here. Lee Cody Neagles will be up next. But right now, Cody on track yet again for another pole in MMS. 2.5 minutes remaining. Several trucks still out onto the racetrack. Going to try to post their laps. Jared Haynes will slide into 6th. At the line, Neagles' lap isn't enough for the front row. It is a 158 for Neagles. That was a monster of a lap. Wyatt Gray might have something to say about it. At the line, Gray's lap. Had a great first half, but then massively dropped off at 299. Good enough for 8th. Kyler win. Right now, truck not showing good pole position pace. We'll see what the game was at the end of it. At the line, 127, enough. I thought Cody's lap was a monster lap. And Kyler has something to say about it. He'll crash the truck. Ethan Eckert. Right now, Eckert's been on a great roll as of late. In all the broadcasts that I've done for MMS, this kid always at the top. And he will go P3 with a 163. Trevor Asrenoff. I don't think Trevor's going to get back in time if it's just the outlap, but we'll have to wait and see. 42 seconds. He'll get there, more than likely. All right, now this is not showing really the pace for the pole position, but I've said that twice, and twice drivers took the pole. So for Trevor Asrenoff, is it enough? Survey says a 161. It is not. Third quickest for Asrenoff. And the 88 of Kyler will be on pole for tonight. Kim McCullough, Ambrose Knievel, Joshua, Nathan Harper, Malik Ray, Chase Mastretta, Daniel Fogelham, Mark Von Den, Landon Velicky, all drivers did not qualify. 23 trucks strong tonight for MMS for the main event. Of course, driver's not here for an interview for the pole position, so with that being said, we'll go ahead and go through the starting lineup. Of course, Kyler on pole. Cody Nichols will start second. Astronaut third. Ethan Eckert fourth. Logan York running out the top five. Larry McDonald, Matthew Lee, John Ward, Sean Corbett, Jared Haynes, Wyatt Gray. And the sixth of Aaron will round out the Fast 12 on down through the remainder of the field. Daniel Fogelham, Elite Ray, Nathan Harper, Landon Velicky, Joey Masavage, Joshua McCullough, Chase Mastretta, and Kenneth McCullough going for two in a row will round out the field in the 20th spot. Mark Von Dell, 21st. Ambrose Knievel will round out the field 22nd. So as a matter of fact, only 22 cars. I don't count in all this. Well, if it would take the one to green already. Of course, the 50 lap main event tonight. Course. Of course, Kyler starting on pole for tonight. Legacy trucks, might I add. So the normal good camera angles that you normally see, not on this one. These are the outdated trucks. It really is going to be the first time I've seen them in action. But Kyler on pole, on back through the field. Sean Corbett. Going in further back, you'll find Daniel Fogelham right now. They're rolling off 14th tonight. Here, driver's already cutting the motors on and off. As Kyler wins, Cody Nichols brings them down to the restart zone. We're rolling from Daytona. Down back straightaway, Niggles trying to get a run on the outside lane. Getting pushed by Eckert. Here comes Adronaut to the back bumper of Kyler as they enter turn 3. Right now at the line. Give it to Cody. Cody Niggles back out front, much like it was for the majority of the MMS race prior to this one. Down back straight away, working lap 2 of 50 already. Some drivers minding their P's and Q's, others maybe think of a way, how do I get up to the front early? McCullough and Knievel both did not take the start of the race. Right now, about 20 drivers in contention to win. John Ward looks to the outside, is going to blend back in line. 4th car on the outside, new colors for the 92. Right on board now with Cody Niggles. Really, neither lane really trying to form up a run at the moment. They really can, to be honest with you. Of course, trucks handle somebody different compared to the other, to the more updated trucks that we're accustomed to watching. Really, I'm impressed with the bottom lane, really, this early. Not every day that you see the bottom lane be able to hold strong coming off the corner. As Kyler will come by the lead. Niggles led 2, Kyler's led 1. Matthew Lee fastest lap in the race with a 47.787. Down back straight away, still side by side. Not much change within the top 5. Hardly any, as a matter of fact. Pretty much say that for the whole top 10. Right now, not a lot of big movers either. I think right now, drivers just trying to ride, save fuel, or they might even be gridlocked with these trucks. We'll have to wait and see. Down back straight away. Kyle almost gets turned out and not knocked sideways. There they go. Eckert in the wall. McDonald around. God almighty. Ethan Eckert, massive damage to that 13. Larry McDonald as well. That truck all torn up. Man, oh man. Well, I believe it was all just going to be a chain reaction type of deal. We're going to look back at it so we can get the footage rolling, which we are right now. Ultimately, we're lucky that it wasn't worse than what it was. Well, let's just look at what happens here. It'll materialize coming off of turn 2. Well, Kyler's going to jump up in front of 89. We know that for a fact, and which he does, which is clean. Adronaut, they kind of come together, bottleneck, and from there, just eventually somebody was going to get turned. Ethan Eckert, unfortunately, was the one. Larry McDonald, unfortunately, involved in this as well. Let's run on board with Larry. Right here, it's just an accordion-like effect. Bam, lift up the 13 wheels, and then bam, even more impact. Last on board will be Ethan Eckert. Just won too many shows. From there, it's on. It's also on, and we're also under our first caution of the night on lap 6. Driver's already in the pits. You'll be laid down by Kyler. And Kyler overshot his pit box, has to back up just a little bit. No harm, no foul. He's easily going to win the race off of pit road, barely. Nope. Matthew Lee. I'll be damned. Lee, Wynn, Nichols, Astronaut, Logan York, the top 5. Ward, Corbett, Malik Ray. Chase Mistretta, Jared Haynes be the top 10 off of pit road. Right now we're going to hold out on re-racking the field because I'm sure several drivers are going to come in and re-top off with the one to go. Well, 20 drivers took the green flag tonight. Joshua McCullough. Well, as he's race controlling this. Ambrose Canelo did not take the green flag as well. We're going to see if we got any takers to come in, maybe try to top off. Miss Savage, Veliki, Daniel Falkenham, Kim McCullough's in. Some drivers taking it long, some drivers playing it safe, trying to pack as much in there as you can. Now to re-rack the field. Kyler Wynn. Matthew Lee first, second. Cody Nichols, Trevor Astronaut third and fourth. John Ward, Logan York fifth and sixth. Corbett, Malik Ray seventh and eighth. Chase Mistretta, Jared Haynes rounds out the top 10. On down to the rest of the field. Harper, Gray, Austin, Vondale, Falkingham, Veliki, McCullough, Savage, McDonald, and Eckert. That is the remainder of the field, 11th on down. Go again, McCullough trying to go 2 in a row. Go 2 for 3 tonight. Right now, McCullough back in the 17th spot. All right. The pace car is in. We'll take the green flag. As Kyler and Lee brings them to 9 rails restart zone, we're rolling. Lap 9. now bottom lane cautions out yet again. Kenny McCullough in the grass. Chase Mastrutta as well. We're under our second caution just like that. Not a whole lot. How you doing, Auburn? Well, let's go ahead and get a look at what happened. Damage already to the right side of Mastrutta's truck. Just a bad push from there. Okay, hold on. Too much going at one time. Well, Mastrutta's going to give a shot to Corbett. We're going to get Corbett knocked sideways from there. 21 gets it to the back of 7, sends him down. And from there, that's just going to finish Mastrutta off. Again, McCullough already on the apron sliding. 64, Savage going to take a hit. Well, for Kenny, it looks like damage very minimum, if any, hardly at all. Questionable on Chase Mastrutta's truck. Let's ride on board with Chase. Too early. Farragut's going to get slammed. Come up the track, going to get hit in the rear. Just like that. Under our second caution, well, I'm going to tell you, you look at the 13th, Ethan Eckert. This is going to help him. The more cautions him and McDonald gets, the better off they're going to be. Chase Mastrutta, big damage to that right side, more than what I initially thought it was. Well, Wren, Nichols, and the rest of the field down, so only going to keep pushing back the green flag pit stops. Kyle will run the race off of pit road. Lee, Nichols, Asbernoth Ward the top 5. Well, right now, again, we'll wait to re-rack the field till we see who really comes in for the second go-round. For a lot of drivers, the more caution we have, the better off they are. There ain't going to be no green flag pit stops. To really worry about, if we keep having cautions, and already under our second one, 11 laps in. Well, Falkenham, well, he thought about coming in. Eckert, York, Veliky, Masavich, all them drivers in. Well, Ethan Eckert still a lot of damage to that truck. It's got to fix the right rear front. Still could use a little bit of touching up. Logan York as well as a 13 and the 01 oversight their pit box. Wyatt Gray in. Joey already out. The 13 not going to waste any time. Old buddy Lyndon Velicky right now, 18th, exiting the pits. So to re-rack the field, Kyler Wynn, Matthew Lee, Cody Nichols, Trevor Asbernoth, John Ward, the top 5. Malik Ray, Daniel Fuckingham, Nathan Harper, the 6th of Austin, Larry McDonald. That's the top 10. Still a long way to go. Will not be surprised if we see a little bit of riding right now. Wyatt Gray, black flag. All right. Kyler and Lee bring them down yet again to the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling to start lap 13. Sorry. We're right now in the field. We'll start thundering off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway yet again. And Matthew Lee trying to work that outside lane. Nichols trying to push the bottom. Ward out of shape down the back straightaway. And Matthew Lee to take the lead. Right the line, Lee will lead. Win second, Astronaut third. Nichols and now side by side, hard to really tell who's for 5th right now. Give it to Malik Ray. Down back straightaway, drivers continuing, jostling for position. Some snaking their way down the back straightaway. Right now, Astronaut will fight to the outside lane. At the line, Trevor Astronaut will lead just barely over the 04. Malik Ray pushing him. Right now, Lee will thunder down the back straightaway yet again. Out bottom lane, really working strong tonight with these trucks, whether it's the truck or the cars, one of the two, unknown. 110-degree track temperatures. The track's evidently very slick as Astronaut and Malik Ray will try to keep pulling the outside lane. Ethan Eckert back there trying to make something happen, considering a third lane with the 01 of Logan York. They work down the front straightaway through the tri-oval. Trevor Astronaut will lead again, barely, yet again. Landon Velicky fastest lap on lap 14 of the 47.086. Right now, see a third lane with Daniel Falkenham already starting to form up down the back straightaway. A little bit of 3-wide action coming. 35 to go. 3 wide for 3 rows deep. All the way back to the 9th position. Wyatt Gray on the apron, getting out of harm's way. Right now, Gray in 19th, 1 down, chasing Estrada 2 laps down. I was chasing straight, I'm sorry. Right now, Matthew Lee continues to lead barely over Astronaut and Buckingham. Well, Kyler wins, led 10 laps so far tonight, most out of any driver. Right now, third lane pretty much all but deteriorated as Veliky now working himself up the middle lane. Oh, he's going to get turned. Hang on to her, boys. Hell of a save by Landon Veliky in the middle in that red and black number 62. Well, a hell of a save is right. Not much damage to I see to, if any. Looks like we're going to be able to keep it straight. As Azronoff, this time a much stronger run off of turn 4. Still not going to be able to get clear of the 04, but Azronoff will lead his 4th lap of the race tonight with 32 to go. And there's that 14. Nathan Harper pulling out all the best fast food places to eat tonight. Really on every car. Chick-fil-A, Burger King now. All right now, going to work the outside lane. Azronoff in the middle. As Lee will battle back to the bottom right now. The only one really connected pretty good is the 39 and the 14, but right in the line. Oh, one car through the grass. That's Austin. Hard into the wall. No caution. We stay green. We'll look back at what happened real fast before there is an actual caution. Fast forward a little bit. Right there, just going to get bottleneck yet again. And he's going to get slid up, neck cutted off to 7. And around she goes. Meanwhile, back out front, Nathan Harper has took the lead over. Now able to work both lanes. Veliky, the odd man out of the equation on the 3rd lane, will have to slide back to about 10th position. Right now, 2x2, Azronoff, Buckingham, Elite Ray, and Logan York in the outside lane. Azronoff will drop down to the bottom to officially take the lead. And here comes Daniel on the outside. What's up, Kenny? At the line, give it to too close to call. We're going to call Daniel. Daniel Buckingham officially leads his first lap tonight with 29 to go. Everybody right now just minding their P's and Q's, playing it safe. Nobody really trying to really force anything or do anything. As I say that, Cody Nichols jumps up to the 3rd lane and will blend right back in line. Play Joey cut him a break. We're approaching halfway, 29 to go. Halfway in about another 4 laps. And Azronoff will continue to work that outside lane with a push from Daniel. Go to Azronoff yet again. No, actually they gave it to Harper. right now, pretty much just a stalemate. Drivers trying to save fuel. I'm assuming the best they can. Look at the pit strategy link for tonight right now. 11 to 12 laps has been the longest run they've made under green. Well, ultimately, and obviously, there is another green flag pit stop coming. The only key is how far can they go on taking fuel, and the other part is, will it be more than just one pit stop with 45% fuel limit? As we're off back to the bottom, Falkenham, Savage, Ward, and now Larry McDonald. The 4 cars on the outside lane with 26 to go. Well, these are drivers going to try to make something happen because they know a green flag pit stop's coming. And right now it's about track position at this point. Right now, Daniel to the lead. Oh man, out here, enjoying the Savage in that U-Haul Silverado. Oh! He tried to get down, got in at Logan York, and keep it straight. Right now, 24 to go, 16 laps in as they run right now. This is the part of the race where we figured it will come in. Single filed out for the most part. And right now, one car turned sideways. Mark Vondell and others. Vondell, Masson, Dennis, saw Landon Velicki. I believe it was Velicki anyway. Getting turned sideways. What's happened to Mark Vondell? Let's go back and see what happened. Driver snaking away. Just another accordion type of deal. Vondell slows up. Him and Corbett make hard contact. No caution, which I'm kind of surprised. But regardless, we join the leaders back up front. Kevin McCullough in the pits and a black flag for the 03. The quest for 2 in a row for Kevin McCullough tonight appears to have came undone. Mark Vondell, fast repair already gone. With 22 to go. That whole little stack up there has effectively become what was a field of about, give or take, 19. Now just Landon Velicki running in 13th. Right now, of course, 19 laps, the furthest that they've gone here. So pretty much just waiting to see when they pit. That's pretty much what we're just waiting on. Well, here comes Daniel in, and here comes everybody. They're about. Fun driver trying to get woed up. They'll all make it on the pit road pretty much safe and sound. Logan York, Cody Nichols, Matthew Lee all stay out. Well, 19 apparently was the number. So Logan York will stay out to lead a lap. Nichols and Lee will be the top three. You gotta expect to see Logan and Velicky in along with Matthew Lee this time. And yep, here they come. Right now, well, this is where the rest of the group will fall out. Havernoff, Fogelhill, Ethan Eckert, Joey Masavage, Nathan Harper, John Ward to round out the top 10 as of right now. Landon Velicky showing that he is out of the race at this point, so Landon Velicky will be the first retiree tonight. Right now, top 8 breakaway. Gotta go all the way back to Cody Nichols, 4 seconds off of the field. They're trying to get situated here to see who wants to push who. Right now, Larry McDonald in 9th, Nichols 10th, Logan York 11th. Well, Matthew Lee by himself right now, lost the draft entering the pits. Jared Haynes right behind them in 13th. Sean Corbett rounds out the 14th spot, getting pushed by the 6th. And Mark Vondale and Kevin McCullough side by side, along with the 21 of Wyatt Gray, as they're about to be lapped by Trevor Azranoff. Down back straight away. Azranoff will jump to the outside lane along with Daniel Funkham. And how about the 13 of Ethan Eckert? A great recovery. After being involved in the incident earlier in the race, it's gone all the way back up to now. Right now, running in 3rd. Joey Masavage drops down in front of the 59 of Mark Vondale. 16 to go. Trevor Asronoff now will take over to leading the most laps tonight at 11. Kyler Wynn led 10 laps earlier in the race. Right now, Kyler runs 6th at the moment. Asronoff leading. I believe that he'll be able to make it. I believe he'll be able to make it on fuel at the moment. 14 to go and they get back to the start-finish line. Still anybody's ball game. They're just lying in wait. Right now on through the field. So it really is who's a part of this group right here. The last one on the lead lap. Not on the lead lap. The last one in this lead pack here. Malik Ray right now in 7th. On back through the field, you'll go back to find Larry McDonald, Cody Nichols, Logan York still trying to make something happen right now. All of them needing a caution. That's really what they all need. John Ward back and left all by himself. Massive damage, as a matter of fact, to Ward's machine. What in the hell happened? Unknown, but right now that is a very severely messed up number 92. But the way it looks right now, Ward, the winner of the first race that was not televised, having trouble. Kevin McCullough 1 lap down after a pit road penalty. Right now running 1 lap down. So the way it looks, we'll have a different winner tonight across all 3 races. Question is, who's it going to be? Right now, 12 to go, and it's still Asronoff's lead for the moment. Don't think for a second that Daniel's just going to run 2nd here. Pretty sure they're going to have to try to figure out a way to build the run up quick enough. Once he gets done at crunch time, Trevor's a sitting duck. The thing about it is, who makes the move first? Well, 11 to go, and it'll be 10 at 10 next time by. Well, here comes the rest of the field, so evidently they could not make it. The top 3 is in. Eckert, Falkenham, and Asronoff. Pretty sure that's what the other field wanted to see. 10 laps is probably just a short pit of quick splash and go, and it'll put Joyman Savage back on top. Savage only led one lap. It will give, however, Vondale and McCullough their lap back. Ethan Eckert, too fast on pit road. Is a drive-through. It might not be a drive-through. It might be a hold. Regardless of it, the night for Ethan Eckert has came to an end. As far as being in contention to win this race, and right now Joey Savage leads. We're now down back straightaway. You see the gap between the 64 U-Haul, Silverado, and Joey, and then the Burger King. Well, Silverado and Nathan Harper, 0.58 seconds. Right now, Jordan Savage now, Joy, 2.21 second lead. Right now, Joy can make it. It'll just about his for the taking. Right now, working 12 laps, 8 to go. Make it 7. All about to the field, Larry McDonald, Cody, and Logan York still practically at this point begging for a caution, hoping that there'll be a caution. I pretty much think a lot of the rest of the field's hoping for it. The only one not hoping for it right now would be Joey Savage. Right now, the gap between Kyler and Joey is dropping rapidly. 8/10 and going. They're going to have a great run down the back straightaway. 5 laps to go when they get back to the start-finish line. Right now, you wonder when they'll make the move. It might be right here. Going to be, again, 5 to go when they come off of turn 4 and through the tri-oval. Well, they're there too. Right now, 5 to go. Kyle's still hanging on. Logan York, black flag. Talk about how crucial pit road on and off is. It's already cost Kevin McCullough a shot at the win. Now it'll cost Logan York as well. But Savage now almost gets turned. That 21 of Wyatt Gray almost cost the 64 shot to win. Here comes Kyler on the outside with Malik Ray and Nathan Harper. They'll leave Joey Savage to dry for the moment. Harper right now will fin right back in line. Right now it'll be 3 to go. Well, Kyler Wynn led earlier, led 10 laps. Of course, now he'll lead 11. Trevor Astronaut still right now walking out of here with the most laps at 15 being led. Kyler will put up a fight for that with 3 to go. Right now, 2 to go at the line for Kyler. When does Malik Ray make the move? Does Malik make the move? Does Joey or Nathan Harper have anything to say about this? Larry McDonald, Jared Haynes, black flag for pit road. Not that it matters. Right now, Ray laying back all over the back of Joey. Well, they're going to be able to run. Thing about it is, lap traffic will play a factor in this. Joey Savage has to pit. Man. The 61. Here it comes. Cody Eagles up to the front with Logan York. Where the hell did Eagles even come from? Don't know, but right now it's finished second in both races tonight. And Lee's on the white flag. Holy hell. Down back straightaway, 21 jumps out of line. Kyler's going to go with him along with Malik Ray. Logan York's going to push on the bottom. Into turn 3 for the final time. Wyatt Gray gets either shut down the line or side, move out the line. Malik Ray puts the bumper to Kyler at the line. Not going to finish second tonight. Cody Eagles wins at Daytona. Man, oh man. 2 seconds in the first 2 races following tonight. Will not say that about the third. Woo! What a run. Well, for Cody, it'll be a win. Elite Race second, Logan York, Kyler win, and Nathan Harper will round out the top 5. Well, I will wait for post-race interviews. We'll go ahead and go through the remainder of the top 10 following tonight. Well, Trevor Astronaut 6, Daniel Fulkenham 7, Matthew Lee, Joey Masavage, John Ward will round out the top 10. On down through the field, Sean Corbett, Ethan Eckert, Kevin McCullough, Larry McDonald, Wyatt Gray rounds out the top 15. I think Cody's out of gas. Well, we ain't going to say you're going to finish second tonight.
Oh, man. Finally, it took me 3 races.
Yeah, but boy, take me through. It looked like field strategy was going to become the name of the game here. Was it almost a strategy call to pit it as early as you did, and did you think it was really going to work?
Yeah, honestly, I thought if we could stretch that extra lap, I told Logan that if we could do it, I felt like we might have an advantage. And I thought Kyler and Malik were going to be able to go with us because they were kind of just lagging back. And then when they pitted, it was just me, Logan, and Matt sputtered. So it was down to me and Logan. So we just picked up Larry. And, Logan wanted me to like push Larry hard, but Larry had damage. And I knew that our only way of having a shot at this is we can't cause a caution or push through Larry because Larry is our key to being able to make it. So I had Larry jump in front of me and I just pushed him for everything I was worth, and I got him loose several times, but I just decided to stay patient with them because I had my doubts that they could make it to the end. And lo and behold, when it got very close, I started seeing them back the pace way down, and I knew that was our ticket because we were able to stay close enough to them and make them turn lap times. And with them hitting a lap before us, I was close on fuel and I never led that whole last run. So, I didn't want them to get so far ahead that they were going to be able to just slow pace down. You got to keep pressure on them.
But you worked the pressure game well tonight. And really, how good does it feel? I understand you said earlier, if we got second in, we got second, I'll take either or. But really, what was the truth in the meaning behind them words? Because I will say this: if I finish second 2 times in a row, it get old pretty quick, especially if I do it a third time. Really, what does this win mean? The last several broadcasts, whether it's been MMS or HGR, you've led the most laps only to get a sixth, or mainly the last 2 or 3 broadcasts is a second after leading the most laps. Only led 4 tonight. So that kind of tell us that maybe just need to wait till the end.
Only lap that matters is the very last one. But, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I enjoy leading a lot of laps and stuff, but this was a race that I knew that I couldn't do that because of the fuel game. So this was the one where I kind of had to lay low a little bit. Just kind of go the extra lap that nobody else could. And just lead the lap that mattered the most. I knew it was going to be close, but if I led like any more than those 4 laps, I wasn't going to be able to make it. So if that's what it takes is just to stay back there and play the fuel game, then so be it.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you 2 more questions here, and then I know you're ready to probably head off to bed or run another one. But, of course, this is the first time I've seen this truck in action, literally. What was some of the key differences tonight handling-wise? Were you kind of surprised to see that both lanes were pretty even from what I saw the majority of things? And really, just what about these trucks that made them, what stood out to you about these trucks more than when we run the other trucks?
Well, I ran a super speedway league here a couple years ago that had this truck, the Legacy truck, at it. And tonight it pretty much ran the way that I was used to seeing it. They feel kind of boaty, kind of like the Xfinity car a little bit. They're not as stable with the pushes. You can kind of slam the guy in front of you, but if you hit too hard, you're going to lift him up. You can send him up or down the track much easier. They're a handful. I mean, we were going... I didn't pay too close attention, but I want to say like 184. I mean, we were hauling a pretty good clip, but it was more of a driver's vehicle versus the regular truck. To me, is pretty easy and pretty cut and dry, where this one, you have to put more wheel into it. It's a lot harder to handle, and you have to run a smarter race because that third, you can get the third to roll, but you have to time it really well. It's more of just controlling the lower 2 lanes because, yes, they are pretty even, to be honest with you. It just depends on who is your pusher and how well the pushes were timed. But one thing I did notice is the lanes, the cars didn't get hot, or the trucks didn't get hot too quickly. But when we were side by side there for a while with Matt leading, I mean, we stagnated bad. It was just like nobody could clear. So that would be like the one negative aspect of this one is the runs don't come nearly as quick. But with that, you kind of have to be patient, I guess, with the runs. Just run a smarter race, I suppose.
It really sounded like it more or less made gridlock a lot worse without the runs being formed up. But,
Mm-hmm.
buddy, last question. You know it's the one to end the show. Is there anybody want to thank again, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, again, thank you for putting on the broadcast. Thank Kenny for hosting all night. He's done a fantastic job with these races. I appreciate what he does. I again want to give a shout out to the MMS guys that I ran with in the last race, and everyone at Nightmare Esports that ran in this one. It was a very good team effort. I was glad to see Logan was able to come out of there with a P3, and I guess we'll go on to the next one, and it seems like we're developing some pretty good chemistry.
All right, buddy. It took 3 attempts, but Cutting Eagles will win tonight on Friday night to start the weekend off strong. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
sir. That being said, I know we've already ran through them. We'll run through them one more time. The results after tonight: Cutting Eagles, Malik Ray, Logan York, Kyler Wynn, Nathan Harper. The top 5: Trevor Asper, not Daniel Funkingham, Joey Savage, Matthew Lee. Sean Corbett rounds out the top 10. Ethan Eckert, Ken McCullough, John Ward, Larry McDonald, Wyatt Gray, Mark Vondale. Austin, Jared Haynes will round out the top 18. Then there was only a few left. Or round out the field tonight of 20. Landon Velicky and Chase Mastretta. That's where the field ends, of course. Josh McCullough, Ambrose Knievel not taking a green flag. I always want to believe Joshua was racing control, and of course I don't count. Running 22nd. Tomorrow night, Inspire Racing League's new series, the Thunder Series returns, or debuts really, for a 40-week grueling season. That'll span over 5 different cars and tracks. Not going to want to miss it. After that kicks off, Midnight Racing League. We'll be back as the quest for playoffs continues. Find out tomorrow night who wins the Inspired season opener for the Thunder Series and who will punch their ticket or get a second win tomorrow night from the Midnight Racing League. Until then, I'm Garrett Jenkins. Appreciate everybody watching the last 2 races. Thanking to Kenny for letting me put these races on. I'll see all y'all tomorrow night. Everybody, take it easy.